Amadeus, Mozart.
Hello lords, ladies and gentlewigs, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time here. Today we are watching Amadeus from 1984, and this is the director's cut, which isn't 2 hours 40, it's over 3 hours long. As it got the most votes from one of the last polls that I did, I wanted to finally get around to watching this with you guys. I have no idea what I'm in for, but that's part of the fun of doing this. By the way, my outfit is a jumble of things that are a little bit mismatched to what they should be. Like this is a tie, but I was trying to mimic the outfit as best as possible. Editing Marty here. Hi guys, just wanted to quickly say this video has taken me a long time to put together due to the fact that I've had to re-edit this film so many times. But because Warner Brothers copyright claimed this so much, I've had to go back through and refine my edit. Just wanted to make you aware in case the edit does seem a little bit disjointed. Hopefully you guys still enjoy it. Don't forget to stick around till the very end, by the way, when we check out some of the film's trivia. But without further ado, this is Amadeus from 1984. Mozart? Oh, get off my train. I know him.
Signore Salieri, open the door. Be good now. We have something special for you. Something you're going to love.
Oh no. Oh, he's dead.
If you don't open this door,
I'll eat all the food.
we're going to eat everything and we're going to leave nothing for you. I'm never going to come and see you again.
I think he had a heart attack. Maybe he did. Oh, okay. He just ended everything instead. Or attempted to. The juxtaposition between this and the really happy, joyful dancing. Will he survive? To get prepared for this film, by the way, I've been listening to classical music all day. Oh, the state of that place. Oh, there's naked people. Lovely.
Good morning, Father.
Herr Salieri? Leave me alone. I cannot leave alone a soul in pain.
I was going to say he's troubled.
Do you know who I am? That makes no difference. All men are equal in God's eyes. Offer me your confession. I can offer you God's forgiveness.
How well are you trained in music?
Probably not at all.
I know a little. I studied it in my youth, here in Vienna.
Oh, it's Vienna.
You must know this.
Sounds familiar. I wrote it, he says.
I can't say that I do.
It was a very popular tune in its day. I wrote it.
Ah. There he is.
I regret it is not too familiar.
Still?
I recall no melody of mine. I was the most famous composer in Europe. I wrote 40 operas alone.
Wow, 40. Da, 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 da. I know that one. Da, 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 da. He's like, that's not mine.
Yes, I know that. Oh, that's charming. I'm sorry, I didn't know you wrote that.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I was trying to remember, was that Mozart?
That was Mozart. Wolfgang. Amadeus. Mozart.
The man you accuse yourself of killing.
You've heard that?
Is it true?
Just,
if you have something to confess,
just own up to it. Or forever hold
give
it.
yourself some peace.
In his last days.
My idol. Mozart.
Wow, he can play that well, blindfolded.
I was still playing childish games when he was playing music for king. Even the Pope in Rome.
The talent of if the actor is really playing that.
I admit I was jealous. Oh, not of the brilliant little prodigy, but of his father.
Oh.
My father. He did not care for music. He would say, "Why?
You're not good enough."
To be a trained monkey? How could I tell him what music
really wanted
meant to be?
The sound of angels.
While my father prayed earnestly to protect commerce, I would offer up proudest prayer a boy could think of. Lord, make me a great composer. Let me celebrate your glory through music.
Wow.
Make me famous through the world. Make me immortal. After I die, let people speak my name forever with love for what I wrote. In return, I will give you my chastity.
Everything.
My deepest humility.
Wow.
And do you know what happened? A miracle.
Okay, his dad died, which would stop him from having a say over what he does. Dead as a door now.
Changed forever. Of course I knew God had arranged it all.
No, God didn't arrange that. Maybe he did.
I'm Emperor Joseph. I was his court composer. Actually, the man had no ear at all. But what did it matter?
I thought he played rather well.
If you had been me, wouldn't you have thought God had accepted your vow?
If that had happened, most likely yes, I would have.
I honored it.
With it happening so quickly from each other.
I kept my hands off women, sitting on endless committees to help poor musicians.
Well, he did good with it all.
Everybody liked me. I liked myself until he came.
Mozart.
To be able to play some of his music. Eagerly, I went there to seek him out. Changed my life.
Come on then, let's see this Mozart.
I played a little game with myself. This man had written his first concerto at the age of 4.
Which one would he be?
Which one of them could he be?
The one chasing the girl. Oh, very extravagant. Pheasant, I think that was. I'm just standing here admiring the decor, darling. Hey, just 1 second. Would they not have seen? Who's the food for? It's just going to go funny in there. Unless this is where they then walk through to get food. Hide, sir. Notes. There was far more cleavage there than I was expecting there to be. Sorry. By the way, cinematography-wise, brilliant way to introduce him. That you don't see his face, you see the back of his head, or you see just bits. Yes, very random young fellow, isn't he?
Mozart is not here.
Fooling around.
Stop it!
Stopping it.
Stop it!
So that's Mozart.
Here, everything goes backwards. People walk backwards.
That's stupid.
Very creative.
People fart backwards.
His laugh.
Say, I'm sick.
Yes, you are.
You're sick.
Very sick.
No, say it backwards, wit.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Say I'm sick.
So I'm sick.
Say I'm
Kiss.
sick.
Oh, kiss me.
Kiss my ass.
That was good.
Well.
I've never heard that before.
Marry you. Marry me. Oh, I'm not gonna marry you. You're a fiend.
Little bit of a fiend, yeah. They feel good for each other in some ways.
But I love you.
Oh, that's actually really romantic. Awful moment to be in on. Oh, okay, right. We'll leave you alone. You can go and get your own room.
My music.
Wait, someone's playing his... It's Mozart! It is not a thing to do to be late and to be useless. Beautiful.
That giggling, dirty-minded creature.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Why do I have to be humiliated by one of my own servants?
Wait, servant? Oh, because he's just there to play the music. That's why he came to Vienna.
If His Grace is not satisfied with me, he can dismiss me.
I wish you to return immediately to Salzburg. Your father is waiting for you there.
No, Your Grace. I mean, with all humility, I would prefer you dismissed me.
You've been relieved.
It's obvious I don't satisfy.
I have no intention of dismissing you. You will remain in my service and learn your place.
At least he gets to stay, I suppose. Oh, did they think he went in there to be thanked by him or something? Oh no. He has just made a fool of everyone. They weren't trying to thank him.
On the page, it looked nothing. The beginning simple. Just a pulse, like a rusty squeeze box. Suddenly, high above it, an oboe. A single note hanging there, unwavering.
It is gorgeous.
Until a clarinet took it over, sweetened it into a phrase of such delight. This was no composition by a performing monkey.
But by a genius.
This was a music I'd never heard.
By a god.
Filled with such unfulfillable longing
And he's very jealous.
that I was hearing a voice of God. Excuse me.
Yeah, by God.
Why would God choose an obscene child?
Is it because maybe he's got so much, like he said, frivolity?
I heard an extraordinary, serious opera of his last month. Idomeneo, King of Crete.
That, a most tiresome piece, I thought, too.
That monstrosity.
A young man trying to impress. Too much spice. Too many notes.
We should make some effort to acquire him.
But I suppose that is a good thing, though, if he is overdoing it a little bit to try and impress.
I'm sure he could be tempted with the right offer. an opera in German for our National Theatre.
Excellent, sire.
Wow, for National Theatre.
Not German. Italian is the proper language for opera.
Make a change.
Sir, it's time we had a piece in our own
From
language.
Germany.
Plain German for plain people.
For plain people.
German is too brutal. I think it's an interesting notion to infuriate the Archbishop beyond measure.
That's why.
You are cattivo, court composer. Chamberlain, arrange a pleasant welcome for him.
Just whatever you do, don't have any ladies around. You'll never get any work done. Oh, I like that piano. The artwork, scorched into it. Look at that. Beautiful.
This is a beautiful...
I've never understood the big wigs and all that stuff that they do.
The other one.
Looks lovely.
The third one.
Oh god, he's gonna love that. It's wacky.
They're all so beautiful. Why don't I have 3 heads?
It's laugh.
Your Majesty, Herr Mozart.
Yes, what about it?
He's here, but I've written a little march of welcome in his honor.
What
Oh.
a charming idea, court composer.
Or is it gonna be something idiotic? Oh, it's what he was playing. So, yeah.
May I play it when he comes in?
You do me too much honor, sire.
Ding, ding, plunk. It's kind of comedic. Mozart, that hat is far too big. But do you know what? I kind of really like the style. The wackiness that he stands out from everyone else.
Very good, Majesty.
Oh my god. What is this? Still playing. Look at the hair. There's like a dog.
Majesty.
Ah, no, not a holy relic. We have met before. We were only 6 years old. He slipped and fell. My own sister Antoinette helped him up. He jumped into her arms and said, "Will you marry me?"
And he starts that laugh. And they're all like, oh my god.
I'm a great admirer of yours, young man.
Wrote beautiful music. Very strange man there.
Maestro Salieri.
Salieri.
Such immense joy. Diletto straordinario.
I know your work well, signore. Actually composed some variations on a melody of yours. Funny little tune, but...
And now...
Funny little tune. That was a little jab.
Salieri composed this little march of welcome for you.
The look of, ugh.
We're going to commission an opera from you. German or Italian?
We did finally incline to Italian.
Did we?
No, we didn't. Oh.
German, please. Let it be German. As I've already found the most wonderful libretto. Quite new.
Got to do everything through them.
Tell us the story.
The whole thing is set in
Today, Junior!
Oh my god. If he just laughs, it just makes me laugh. It's so funny.
in a harem, Majesty. In a seraglio.
You mean in Turkey?
Exactly.
Then why especially does it have to be in German?
They're asking him to do it, and he's just decided to go, okay, another country.
Do you really think that subject is quite appropriate?
It's not indecent.
When he said harem, I was thinking...
Full of proper German virtues.
What do you think these could be? Being a foreigner, I would love to learn.
He knows exactly.
Tell him, Mozart. Name us a German virtue.
Yeah.
Love, sire.
Of course, in Italy, we know nothing about love.
No, I don't think you do. I mean, watching Italian opera, all those male sopranos screeching, it's not love, it's just rubbish.
Italian operas are very romantic.
Keep it, Majesty, if you want. It's already here in my head.
On one hearing only?
Like photographic memory? Or just because it's so simple?
Show us.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, don't tell me he's actually got it memorized. What? Good ear for it.
The rest is just the same, isn't it?
Oh,
Doesn't really work, does it?
he is undermining him so much.
Shouldn't it be a bit more? Or this? This.
Oh, I like that. But he is completely obliterating his tune, the work of the person that made it for him. Oh no, they're all liking it. For a musician, that is highly degrading. Wipe the smirk off your face. Wonderful. Drop the piano. on his fingers. Even the guy to the left went when he laughed.
All I ever wanted sing to God. He gave me that longing and then made me mute. If he didn't want me, why implant the desire and then deny me the talent?
How do you like it?
Don't laugh.
It's Turkish.
She looks lovely. Very red and white, but and very over the top.
I heard you met Mozart.
Travels fast in Vienna.
Apparently so.
Been commissioned to write an opera.
Oh,
Yes.
just...
Is there a part in there for me?
No. Don't be fawning over the other guy.
In a harem.
What's that?
A brothel.
What does he look like?
You might be disappointed. Looks and talent don't always go together, Katerina.
Was that a little dig at her, though?
Shall we continue?
Saying, oh, you're beautiful, but you've got no talent. I'm wrong. She has a beautiful voice. Oh, shivers. I didn't know this would have opera stuff in it, because I love opera. So expressive.
Where they met, or how? On stage, for all to see, showing off like the greedy songbird.
No, it's beautiful. This should be how they are. Why do I feel like he's almost making love to her through the music and the words? Oh yeah, they're definitely making love with those eyes to each other.
Ghastly scales whizzing up and down like... And I was in love with the girl.
I thought so.
Or at least in lust. I couldn't bear to think of anyone else touching her. Least of all,
Mozart.
the creature.
He loathes him. Rightfully so, for what he's done so far. So is this meant to be the opera that's set in the harem?
You are an ornament to our stage.
Just an ornament? Thanks.
A good effort, an excellent effort. You have shown us something quite new tonight. It is new. Yes, indeed.
No, I hated it.
Just now and then, it seemed a touch...
What do you mean, sire?
Like what I thought earlier? We're all thinking it.
Too many notes, Your Majesty.
Just as many notes as are required, neither more nor less.
Only so many notes the ear can hear.
You gotta have it like a roller coaster. Comes down a bit.
On the whole, yes, Majesty.
Agree. He'll like me more.
It's quality work. Cut a few and it'll be perfect.
Which few did you have in mind, Majesty?
God, who is now wanting him?
This is Frau Weber. She's my landlady.
Right, okay.
Sire, such an honor. And this is my dear daughter, Constanza.
Oh, that's her daughter.
Fiancée of Herr Mozart.
Oh no, you're not coming up as well. It's like, sure. Not something that's done normally.
When do you marry?
Haven't exactly received my father's consent.
Not at all. You haven't even asked. You've been frivolous out of wedlock.
How old are you?
26.
My advice is for you to marry this charming young lady and stay with us in Vienna.
You see? Royal advice.
She's gonna pass out. It was too overwhelming.
Fluffy, will you get some water?
Oh, I did think that would have upset her. He wasn't like going after her and flirting with her, was it? This is the first time they've been in the same room. No, not the bucket over her. Oh, please don't. Please. No.
The marriage.
What does it matter to you?
Nothing.
They've been flirting.
You were sublime.
And what did you think of the music?
Extremely clever.
Katerina,
Is that woman still lying on the floor?
No, she's fine.
So relieved.
My sincere congratulations.
I swear back then everything was a fire hazard.
Could I not?
It really is the best music one can hear in Vienna.
She must be dazzling in bed. I assume she's the virtuoso in that department. There can't be any other reason why you'd marry someone like that.
Oh no, it's her. Get out of her room. This is like cats at dawn.
Won't you introduce us, Wolfgang?
Who might she be? Oh, she just wants to rip her eyes out.
At that moment, I knew.
He'd touched her.
He'd had her, the creature.
Well, he might have just been very flirtatious and made some kind of move towards her, and she thought she was in.
Was it possible I was being tested?
Maybe.
Expecting me to offer forgiveness in the face of every offense, no matter how painful?
Potentially.
Why choose Mozart to teach me?
Because you need to do it in kind.
Such hatred for that little man.
Because of that.
I began to know really violent thoughts. Every day I would pray. Send him away, back to Salzburg, for his sake as well as mine.
I won't have him back.
But your grace, I assure
Your
you...
son is an unprincipled, spoiled, conceited brat.
You lay it on, because he is.
That is the truth.
Very talented.
But don't blame him. The fault is mine.
It's not your fault, sir.
Give him one more chance.
You have leave to try.
Blimey. I'm surprised he said yes.
Take no further steps towards marriage as you do as I bid.
Oh, he's pushed him away from marriage. Oh, and he's going to get married anyway. Oh.
I'll join you.
He's gone against his dad's wishes.
Join together in spiritus sancti.
By the way, I've got to say, it must have been boiling in those outfits, because every shot I've seen of Mozart, there's been sweat pouring down him.
Most beloved father, to conquer here is to conquer Europe. With my wife, I can do it.
Is he running away?
You will come and live with us, and we'll be so happy.
This is my niece, the Princess Elizabeth, suitable musical instructor. I think I've come up with an excellent idea.
Good.
Oh, it would be such a tremendous honor. I was thinking of Herr Mozart.
No, you.
It's an interesting idea.
Yes?
He's better than Mozart.
Is to protect you from any hint of favoritism.
Why must I submit samples of my work to some stupid committee just to teach a 13-year-old girl?
Because His Majesty wishes it. You are not the only composer in Vienna.
No.
Exactly. You're not the best either.
But I'm the best.
No, I knew he was going to say that. That's what I was saying, but you're not the best.
A little modesty, it might suit you better.
Yes. Less big-headed. Otherwise people will be thinking that's not the wig that's causing your head to look massive.
Who was on this committee?
Of course, composer Salieri.
Oh, Salieri's on the list.
Of course. Always the Italians. They're all musical idiots. And you want them to judge my music?
They are the judges.
If you want this position, you must submit your stuff along with all your colleagues.
It's like applying for a job interview. Basically what it is.
How are we supposed to live, Wolfie?
Oh god, they look so much different out of costume.
All they want to see is your work. What's wrong with that?
Shut up. Just shut up.
One royal pupil and the whole of Vienna will come flocking.
They'll come anyway.
No, they won't.
They love me here.
Oh.
I know how things work in the city.
Oh, yes, you always know everything, don't you?
She seems like she's got a good head on her shoulders though. Apart from just going out with him. I wasn't sure if that was because it was taking so long. He's really hungry.
Sir, there is a lady who insists on talking. She says it's urgent.
Is it the wife of Mozart? Yes, I think it is.
I've brought you some samples of his work so that he can be considered for the royal appointment.
Why did he not come himself?
Because he was too big-headed to do it himself.
Terribly busy, sir.
I will look at them, of course, the moment I can. Please, give him my warmest regards.
Ask you to look at them now while I wait.
Just leave them with me. They will be quite safe.
I really cannot do that. You see,
He doesn't know that I've taken them.
he doesn't know I'm here.
Then he didn't send you?
No, sir.
It's very polite of her to do this.
This was my own idea.
I see.
We're desperate. We really need this job. He's not practical. Money simply slips through his fingers.
He thinks about the only here and now that he's got.
Do you know what these are? Capezzoli di
What are they?
Venere. Nipples of Venus.
Oh, right, okay.
They're Roman chestnuts and brandied sugar. Try one.
Oh, they look lovely.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Don't keep calling me that. Keeps me at such a distance.
Call him his name. Salieri.
I'm from a small town, just like your husband.
I kind of hope they almost become quite friendly because she seems cut off from everything.
Leave this and come back again.
Okay.
It's very tempting, but it's impossible, I'm afraid. Wolfgang would be frantic if he found those were missing. You see, they're all originals.
Originals?
He doesn't make copies.
Oh, no. Don't do what I think you're going to do. Change them.
These are originals?
Yeah, I'm surprised that he just only keeps the originals. Bit of graphite underneath the fingernail. Add a note here and there. Oh no, is he going to steal them maybe? She's like, I like those. Just on scraps of paper.
Actually, it was beyond belief. Showed no corrections of any kind.
Oh, that's why he's so frustrated with it. Just come up with it.
Now, music already finished. In his head. As if he were just taking dictation.
Finished as no music is ever finished.
But his was.
Place one note and there would be diminishment.
It's impossible, though, to make perfect music without any amendments.
It was the very voice of God, staring through the cage, those meticulous ink strokes, at an absolute beauty.
And then it's snatched away. God, these Oh, please don't tell me they're all out of order now.
Is it not good?
No, it's very good.
It is miraculous.
He's very proud of his work.
I dine with the Emperor tomorrow evening. One word from me and the post is his. Come back tonight.
Tonight?
No. I had a feeling that...
Alone.
Yeah, is he going to try it on with her?
For?
In exchange for getting the paperwork?
Some service deserves service in return.
No, dude. I know he's doing it because of getting his bone back at Mozart, but no.
Isn't it obvious?
Oh, God.
It's a post all Vienna seeks.
Didn't think he would be like that.
If you wish it for your husband, come tonight.
No.
I'm a married woman. Sir.
Yeah.
Then don't. It's up to you.
She's probably...
Not to be vague, that is the price.
He's just treating her as a price.
There is no God of mercy, Father. It's the God of torture.
She didn't deserve that, though.
I sat there not knowing whether
She's
she would
lovely.
return or not.
Of course she's not going to return.
Enter me now. Fill me with one peace. Show me one sign of your favor.
The sign is going to be the lady turning up, isn't it?
Please.
Just come up with a... No, no, no. Please leave. You are better than this. Okay.
That lady is back, sir.
Oh, she's better than this. You're better than this.
Show her in.
Please just say it. He's not going to do anything. He's just going to have a cup of tea with her. And I'm going to be disgusted with him if he's
Well,
frightened the hell out of you.
my husband has gone to a concert. He didn't think I would enjoy it.
Please tell me he's going to have second thoughts.
Well, where shall we go?
Stay there. Eat some cake.
Should we stay here?
Just chat.
Do you still want to look at these? Or don't we need to bother anymore? Suppose we don't, really.
Why do I have a feeling that she's not wanting to do it? Or maybe she does want to? I feel like there's a little look in her eye as if to say, well, I suppose I have to. For my husband's sake. Disgusting that people thought they had to do this kind of thing. Okay, I did not expect we were going to be seen.
Show this woman out.
But that's just now degraded her even more. Oh, God bless. Oh.
Stanzi, tell me.
I love you.
Oh, bless her.
I love you.
From now on, we are enemies.
I didn't think I would despise him, but I do now.
Lustful, smutty, infantile boy. You are unjust, unfair, unkind.
You mean everything that you have turned out to be? The blasphemy of putting the cross in the fire.
Majesty, I don't like to talk against a fellow musician.
Of course not.
Mozart is not entirely to be trusted alone with young ladies.
I think everybody kind of knows that, don't they?
One of my own pupils, Maria Teresa Paradis, told me she was...
No, is he making up stories about him? Phew.
Twice in the course of the same lesson.
Whom did they choose? But the man's a fool. He's a total mediocrity.
He has yet to achieve mediocrity.
He could actually do musical harm to the Princess Elizabeth.
No one in the world could do musical harm to the Princess Elizabeth.
Hysterical laughter from him every time.
Without pupils, I can't manage.
You don't mean to tell me that you're living in poverty?
No, but I'm broke.
He spends too much of it.
The only trouble is no one will hire me. They want to hear me play, but they won't let me teach their daughters as if I was a fiend.
That's good because he's told them that.
I am working on something that is going to explode. Be the richest man in Vienna. I'll pay you back double anything.
Tell me more.
Unless he's going to steal the idea.
No, it's a bit of a secret. 200 florins.
He's asking for a loan?
I don't think you should become known as a debtor, Mozart. However, I know a very distinguished gentleman. He has a daughter.
Treat them just like my own children, huh?
They're so cute.
Which of them do you wish me to teach?
That's funny. You're a funny fellow.
I thought it was going to be the one with the 13-year-old daughter. Is that the lady? I think that's the one.
Please play me something, just to give me an idea.
Just as if we weren't here.
Perhaps it would be better if we were left alone.
Yeah, to try and ease into it a bit.
I said play!
Michael!
All right.
Perhaps if I were to play something first.
Play, please, please.
And all he'll hear is... Oh, dog's listening.
Keep playing, keep playing.
He might have a job here after all.
Keep playing, that's it.
Maybe he's found the perfect people to be with. He just doesn't like it.
Next time you wish me to instruct another one of your dogs, please let me know. Goodbye, sir.
You arse. Excuse me, sir. He wasn't instructing you to do it for the dog. Wait, what? Why is that guy? He's pulling along a bear to market, I presume. Beautiful town, by the way, wherever this is filmed. Bum, bum, bum.
Papa?
I love they've got. It's very opera.
Why are you here?
Am I not welcome?
Of course, welcome.
There's 2 glasses.
You're very thin. Doesn't she feed you, that wife of yours?
Oh, okay.
Of course she feeds me.
He does know.
She stuffs me like a goose all day long. She had to help her mother.
Stanzi, this is my father. We'll wait. Why don't you get up now, my darling?
She's very tired, poor creature. You know me. I'm such a pig. It's not easy cleaning up after me.
I feel like she's not the sort of person that'd be just in bed at that time.
Don't you have a maid?
We could if we wanted, but insists on doing everything herself.
How was your financial situation?
Couldn't be better.
It's not what I hear.
Yep.
What you mean? Really, it's marvelous. People love me here.
But you're not making money.
They say you have debts.
Who says that?
Everyone?
Do you have pupils?
Yes, in my eyes.
I don't want pupils. They get in the way. I have to have time for composition.
Composition doesn't pay.
Can't use that as an excuse.
What's that?
The secret?
His big project.
Secret? You don't have secrets from me.
No. To see it. I don't want anyone to see it. But you are going to be so proud of me, Papa. It's going to be the best thing that I've ever done.
Ah, there she is.
Isn't she beautiful?
Are you, expecting?
I am.
Isn't it marvelous?
Oh, she's pregnant. How did he know? What, because of the late sleep-in, or?
Let's go dancing. Papa loves parties, don't you?
Wolfie?
What?
I love that she calls him Wolfie.
How can you be so boring?
Come on, Papa, hurry!
Oh, was she saying, but we don't have money? Oh no, it's like a masquerade ball. But that is awful. It's nightmare fuel. Nice musical chairs. Obviously, this is a take on events happening back then, but I would not have thought this would even be a game back then. Wait, she's got to show? What? Oh, that's...
It's just a game, Papa.
Yeah, but you... Oh, he did not like that. He's like, oh God, he's here.
Why don't you name your son's penalty?
Name it. I'll do anything you say.
I want you to come back to Salzburg.
Only give a penalty that can be performed in the room.
I don't want to play anymore.
I've got to have a penalty!
The eyes through the mask. And all the ladies love him, yes. Bravo! Well, do it backwards, upside down. You'd have to really have to learn things backwards. That's talent. Blimey. Very well done.
Boring.
Oh, the other guy's going to say play my music, isn't he?
Play Salieri.
Yeah, play Salieri. That's it.
Now that is a challenge.
Just taking the mickey out of him. Oh, the humility.
Go on.
Just laughing at him, yeah. I think he's going to shove his head into flames in it.
That was not Mozart laughing. That was God through that obscene giggle.
No, Mozart's just an arse.
Show my mediocrity. Before I leave this earth, I will laugh at you.
I just hope he doesn't murder him or something.
There's a young girl here to see you.
Well, what does she want?
To learn piano?
She says she has to speak to you.
Oh no, he's not having a fling, is he? That was my immediate thought.
Are you Herr Mozart?
That's right.
My name is Laurel, sir. I'm a maidservant. I was asked to come here to be paid for by a great admirer of yours who wishes to remain anonymous.
Is this your idea,
Ew.
Papa?
Mine.
Are you playing a trick?
I've seen this girl in my life.
Oh, unless it's thingy.
Young woman, this won't do at all.
Is it Salieri.
But this is ridiculous.
What is ridiculous? He has many admirers. They love him here.
But you cannot possibly accept her without references.
Well, this is none of your business.
Because you don't know who she could be.
So now we're going to let a perfect stranger into our house.
Who could just steal your music.
And all you can do is criticize from morning to night.
Stanzi!
You can know it's right that he should hear. I'm sick to death of it. We can't do anything right for you.
You won't have to do anything for me ever again. I'm leaving.
No, Papa.
Oh.
I'm not going to stay here to be a burden to anyone.
No one calls you that.
She does. She says I sleep all day.
And so you do.
And yet she was sleeping all day the first day he got there.
So now I'm a bad housekeeper. When can you start?
Right away, ma'am.
Yeah, I wondered if maybe it was Salieri that had hired her to try and spy.
They're out every night, sir.
I was right. It's Salieri.
Do any pupils come to the house?
Not that I've seen.
She seems so timid and meek.
Then how does he pay for all this?
Like meek and mild.
Does he work at all?
Oh, yes, sir. All day long. He never leaves the house till evening. He just sits there writing.
Steal some.
The next time you're sure they'll be out of the house, let me know.
Oh no, so he can come round.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, she seems so sweet, bless her, doing his bidding. He has his piano hand moved. Interesting, by the way, his piano is inverted. The colours. Is that how they were back then? Black keys. This is beautiful, this piece.
I think I found out about the money, sir. Kept 7 snuff boxes. I could swear they were all gold. And now look, there's only one left.
Where does he work?
In there, sir.
Don't you dare. The cheek of him. He is no better than what he thought Mozart was like when he met him. I thought maybe he would just sneakily add notes here and there.
Gentlemen,
Figure.
I've just heard some news that may be of interest to you.
That was a change.
Mozart is writing a new opera, an Italian opera.
Italian?
He has chosen for his subject the marriage of Figaro.
Figaro.
He's setting that play to music.
Oh.
It has been banned by the Emperor.
Wait, why has it been banned? That's why he's doing it, because it's been banned.
Mozart, are you aware that I have declared the French play of Figaro unsuitable for our theatre?
Yes, sire.
We hear you're making an opera from it.
Because he hasn't told a living soul.
It is only a comedy. I do not censor things lightly. It's a bad play. It stirs up hatred between the classes, simply over a theater piece.
This is just a frolic. It's a piece about love. It starts out as a simple duet, just a husband and a wife.
Weirdly, I'm starting to warm to Mozart.
Very funny situation. Then quartet becomes quintet. How long do you think I can sustain that, Majesty?
7 minutes.
20 minutes.
20 minutes? Oh god, and he's already hating the lengthy music he does anyway.
If more than one person speaks at the same time, it's not noise, it's a perfect harmony.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Music is not the issue here. No one doubts your talent. It's your judgment of literature.
Yeah, and sadly they don't like Figaro.
You can choose more elevated themes.
Elevated? What does that mean? I am fed to the teeth with all of these elevated things.
Or create a whole new thing.
Opera is here to ennoble us.
Veramente. Oh, bello, bello. Which one of you wouldn't rather listen to his hairdresser than Hercules? People so lofty, they sound as if they shit marble.
Govern your tongue, Mozart.
Yes! And in front of him as well.
Forgive me, Majesty. I'm a vulgar man. I assure you, my music is not.
You are passionate.
Incredibly passionate, yeah.
You do not persuade.
How can I persuade your Majesty if you won't let me show it?
By the way, his hair now is a lot more how I imagined Mozart's hair.
There's a servant down on his knees, and do you know why?
Why?
He's measuring a space. And do you know what for? His wedding bed, to see if it will fit.
Late. On the beat.
20.
Good.
Mozart is already rehearsing.
That was fairly good.
I think we should help Mozart all we can.
How are you going to help him, though?
And do our best to protect him against the Emperor's anger.
What anger?
About the ballet.
What ballet?
Didn't His Majesty forbid the ballet in his opera?
No.
A word with you, please.
5 minutes, please.
Everyone's like, how irregular.
Do you not know that His Majesty has expressly forbidden ballet in his operas?
Yes, but this is not a ballet. This is a dance.
Exactly. A dance.
But that's not ballet. A ballet is a certain type of dance, yeah, but rips out the page.
Thank you.
Oh, he is, isn't he?
What are you doing?
Oh my god.
Taking out what you should never have put in.
You're gonna he's just ruining.
I've no one else to turn to.
What is it?
Oh, he done this on purpose.
The director has actually torn up a huge section of my music.
Oh, what a shame.
They say I have to rewrite the opera. But it's perfect as it is. I can't rewrite what's perfect. Please, can't you talk to him?
Why bother with Rosenberg? He's obviously no friend of yours.
I could kill him. I mean, really.
Well, why don't you then, is what he's probably thinking.
I actually threw the entire score in the fire. He made me so angry.
All of it?
You burned the score?
No, my wife took it out in time.
Oh.
Thank God.
He was like, damn it.
It's not fair that a man like that should have power over our work.
But there are those who have power over him. I think I'll take this up with the Emperor.
He's just all fake.
Thank you.
Please, it's not a holy relic.
That's what they said earlier as well.
I said nothing, whatever, to the Emperor.
Yep, I thought so.
I went to the theater ready to tell Mozart something, anything, when suddenly...
What, the Emperor came in?
The Emperor, who never attended rehearsal.
A surprise viewing of it. Oh, what's he going to think? Wait, why have they still got it in there? Didn't he rip it out?
What is this? Is it modern? Herr Direttore, he has removed una balletto.
Oh, okay, because he ripped out the music. He's just doing it without the music. Everyone's just prancing around without it.
You like this?
I absolutely detest it.
Your own law decrees it, I'm afraid.
Well, look at them.
It's like a scene from Monty Python.
No, this is nonsense. Let me see the scene with the music. But sire...
It is forbidden. But he is the one that came up with the law, so he can revert the law.
Can we see the scene with the music?
Certainly, Herr Director.
Thank God he's got it all in his head. Now it's full of everyone. Opening night, I presume. Everyone is boiling. That was a lovely shot from above. She's so proud.
The restored third act was bold, brilliant. The fourth was astounding.
Oh.
I saw a woman disguised in her maid's clothes, hear her husband speak the first tender words he has offered her in years, simply because he thinks she is someone else. I heard the music of true forgiveness filling the theater, conferring on all who sat there perfect absolution. God was singing through this little man, making my defeat more bitter with every passing bar.
Yeah, that's what he's becoming. Very bitter. It's the word I was trying to think of earlier. It's very pretty.
Do you know what happened?
He hated it. He's bored. Yawning doesn't mean you're bored, but...
I saw my defeat turn into a victory.
Even they're going...
9 performances and withdrawn.
It's outrageous. If the public doesn't like one's work, one has to accept the fact. You made too many demands on the royal ear.
Did you like it at all?
I thought it was marvelous. Do you know you didn't even give them a good bang at the end of the song to let them know when to clap? I would like you to see my new piece. It'd be a tremendous honor for me.
The honor would be all mine.
Unless his new piece is actually a rip-off of his work. And gaps, the pauses to accentuate.
I believe it is the best yet written, my friend.
Oh my god, that's also overdoing him as well, overturning him.
You are the brightest star in the musical firmament. Do honor to Vienna and to me.
Oh my god. Oh, he immediately looked up there. What a kick in the teeth for Mozart.
It was good of you to come.
How could I not?
Did my work please you?
I never knew that music like that was possible.
I feel like he's bitter.
You flatter me.
No.
There's a little underlying bit of passive aggressiveness there.
One hears such sounds, what can one say but Salieri?
God, the laughter.
Everybody's here, and we've got guests. Bravo.
Oh, who are they? Are they like bailiffs because of the money?
This is a very nice girl, and this is also
Wolfie?
a very nice...
Why you got people back like that?
These gentlemen are from Salzburg.
They're bankrupt?
Your father is dead.
Oh my god. Oh, I've got shivers. Wow. Got tears in my eyes.
There on the stage stood the figure of a dead commander. Only I understood that the horrifying apparition was Leopold.
Wolfgang had actually summoned up his own father to accuse his son before all the world.
The fact that he wrote it as his dad, almost berating him about stuff. I went to see La Traviata in opera. I was crying by the end of that.
The madness began in me, splitting in half. I saw to it Don Giovanni was played only 5 times in Vienna. But in secret, I went to every one.
Why?
Worshipping sound. I alone seemed to hear.
Melancholy? Passion? And anger.
Understanding how that bitter old man still possessing his poor son, even from beyond the grave.
So this is meant to be like the place is now on fire. Everything around him is just burning. Yeah, sending him to his death. The demons of hell. That's dark. It's also completely wrecked the set as well. Yeah. What are they doing? Okay. Is he gonna kill him? If so, what? He is, isn't he? Oh, he's done it like his dad. Is that what he's doing?
I have come to commission work from you. A mass for the dead.
What dead?
You?
Who is dead?
A man who deserved a requiem mass and never got one.
Oh, for his
Who are you?
dad.
You will be well paid.
Because he immediately, I think, thought it reminded him of his dad in the outfit. Anything for the money.
Work fast and be sure tell no one what you do. You will see me again soon.
Oh, that's creepy. Way. Little theory. I think that he's doing this. He's going to write this thing for the death of someone, and then he's going to come and either kill him or get him to do it to himself out of pure madness, and they'll think the work is done about him. Turns around, looks at him. Yep.
My plan was so simple.
But it's planting the seed in his head.
Terrified me. First I must get the death mass, and then I must achieve his death.
Yep.
His funeral. All Vienna sitting there. Little coffin in the middle. In that silence, music.
The music, the last piece that he wrote.
Bursts out over them all. A great mass of death. Requiem mass for Wolfgang Mozart.
Yeah.
Composed by his devoted friend.
It's dark and evil.
The only thing that worried me was the actual killing.
Oh,
How does
God,
one do that?
that anger in his face.
How does one kill a man? It's one thing to dream about it. Very different when you have to do it.
You didn't actually do it, though.
With your own hand.
What? Oh, he's got his little boy there. The fact that they'd have, for every showing though, they'd have had to rebuild that paper set as well. What's the word?
Shut up! I'm sick to death of that tune!
Gotta admit, when the horse first came out, the face kind of looked real. Doesn't now, but... Oh. Why do I get the feeling this is Christmas time? This feels very warm and like a big feast. Christmas. And it's winter as well, so I presume it is meant to be Christmas. That's a lovely shot. There's been so many beautiful cinematography shots in this.
You belong here. What do you say?
How much will you pay him?
I see you brought your manager with you.
She kind of is.
We need money now. Either he pays you now or you don't do it. I don't trust that man. And I don't like what he did with your opera. It was common. I want it here in my hand.
I'll put it here.
Shut up!
He's still cheeky.
Can't you think of anyone who could do something for it?
I'm afraid Mozart is a lost cause. He has succeeded in alienating practically the whole of Vienna. I can't think of anyone to whom I dare recommend him.
Right.
What a surprise!
Oh my God, he looks so rough.
Is my pupil still interested in learning the art of music?
The life is drained out of him.
Is married and living in Mannheim.
Perhaps your
dear wife might care to profit from my instruction.
What's the matter with you?
Would you favor me with a little money instead?
God, I feel like he might actually lend him money, though. He seems like a kind guy.
Man cannot earn, he must borrow.
It's hardly the way to go about it.
I am endowed with talent and you with money. If I offer mine, you should offer yours.
Not necessarily.
I'm sorry. No.
Good in some way. Don't beg.
Please!
He's knocking at the door. Oh, is it Thingy again? When he just had it playing in his head.
Am I interrupting something?
Oh, it's not him, okay.
But he's working on it. He told me to tell you.
Put it down! Put it down! Can I see it? No. Why not?
Because it's up here.
Because there's nothing to see.
It's finished up here, let me guess. He's scary. Like, brilliant actor, but...
I asked you if we could start rehearsals next week, and you said yes.
Oh, we can.
Where is it?
It's all right here in my noodle.
Told you, up there.
The rest is just scribbling. Scribbling and bibbling, bibbling and scribbling.
He's gone mad.
Blood, you little cunt! You know how many people are waiting for
Leave him alone! He's
People
doing
to
his
wait
best.
for you, it's ridiculous.
You know what's ridiculous? Your libretto. 12-foot snakes, magic flutes.
What's so intelligent about writing a requiem?
Money.
Yeah, someone paid him.
You're mad. She's mad.
Don't be saying his wife's mad.
It's no use to anybody in your head.
What's the matter with you?
I'm not working there anymore.
Why, what has happened?
It's madness.
You don't know what it's like.
Oh, bless her.
Herr Mozart frightens me. Drinks all day. Takes all that medicine.
Is he working?
He's driving himself to insanity.
Oh, I'm frightened. When he speaks, he doesn't make any sense.
Is he working?
He sits there all the time doing some silly opera.
Yeah, he's just gone mad. Oh, sorry, Harry. Come to kill him. Yeah, and she saw him kiss the baby boy, and that's the last thing she's gonna see and presume that he's done it to himself.
I don't have it yet.
Are you neglecting my request?
No. I promise you,
Oh no, she's there. She's out of bed.
I've been sick, but I'm all right now.
And he's working on it very hard.
The sooner you finish, the greater your reward.
I'm surprised though he didn't change his voice, because he does have a rather recognizable voice.
I think you really are going mad. You work like a slave. This is not a ghost! Why on earth won't you finish?
It's killing me.
You're drunk, aren't you?
No, I think it is actually...
It's not fair. I do everything I can to help you, and all you can do is drink and talk nonsense and frighten me.
Go back to bed.
No, don't talk to her like that. Speak to her.
Let me stay here with you.
Falling asleep, bless her. No, you don't need more drink. Where are you going? Wait, he's going elsewhere to get drunk? Because he's not having enough fun at home? Unbelievable. It looks like quite the party, but still. They're all playing really good parts. You are gonna catch your death of cold. Or fall over. Yeah.
Stanzi.
Has she left him? He looks very empty. She's left him, hasn't she? I thought so because of what happened, the way he spoke to her and everything. She'd had enough of it.
I did it, and I was proud. Leave, I said, right away. Here's the money. Go to the...
She did it.
Shoo, to my foundation. Oh, you monster. No one exists but you.
Yeah, pretty much. Him and him alone.
You marry him, you won't have a pot to piss in. You selfish, that's what you are, selfish.
Oh, he's turning this into part of it. Oh, it's this bit of music. This is the representation of that argument. Oh, he's very, very ill. My father's curse. And that's it. Well, everybody loves it.
Then that would be eating and drinking. I'd live like a prince.
Oh.
That would be
Yep, you're not going to have any more notes unless someone's going to step in for him.
better than wine.
Yeah, he's... Exhaustion? Or just he's so ill?
Pick him up!
He had loads of snuff, didn't he? Because snuff was a drug, wasn't it? I was going to say maybe he's got withdrawal? My God, he looks terribly ill. Just both leave him. As much as I despise him, I don't want him to die.
Where is your wife?
Left me.
She's not well either. She went to the spa. You are so good to me.
No, don't, because he isn't.
I mean, to come to my opera.
Oh.
You were the only colleague of mine who came.
Oh, it was sweet of him to notice.
Mozart, I would never miss anything you had written.
It's just a vaudeville.
It's a sublime piece. The grandest of it all.
As he realised he's the one that asked him to write it.
You are the greatest composer known to me.
Wow.
Do you mean it? It's him.
No, but you're him.
He's here. Tell him to go away.
Wait, was it not him all along?
I'm still working on it. Don't let him in. Ask him if he would give me some money now.
Unless he's got his horseman guy to dress up like him, and then they'll switch outfits. Oh, it's them.
Can we come in?
He's sleeping.
He's all right, though.
Oh, yes, he's just exhausted.
Extremely.
That's his share. That should cheer him up.
Indeed.
Oh, no.
It was perfection, truly.
You know what he's going to do, don't you? As if it's from the guy at the door. Payment for the work. Yep. He's just going to assume it's that guy.
He said to give you this. You finish the work by tomorrow night. Pay you another 100 ducats.
That's too soon.
It will kill him.
Did he say 100?
Oh, you can work yourself ragged, yeah, but...
It's too soon.
Could I help you?
What, you help write?
Actually, you could.
What's he playing at? Like, surely he wanted to do it so that it would kill him.
What's wrong being here?
Where did I stop?
The end of the ricordare.
Now it's like he's helping him to write his death note.
How would you translate that?
Consigned to flames of war.
Do you believe in it?
What?
Fire which never dies, burning you forever.
Yeah, love.
Second beat of the first...
Time?
Common time. Second beat of the first measure.
I don't know if any of this is making sense, but...
Maledictus. You see?
Every second he's just getting sweatier and sweatier, just overworking himself. Well, that's a great touch. The fact that you're hearing what he's thinking in his head, like earlier.
Fourth beat of the first measure.
When the music was playing and she had to shout at him to go and answer the door.
Now the orchestra. Identical notes and rhythm.
This is really well done on the film.
Go too fast.
Do you have it?
Go too fast.
Do you have it?
Identical?
Of course.
Everyone playing it together.
And that's all?
No, not for the real fire. Strings in unison. Ostinato. Next measure's rising.
Yes,
Show
I think
me.
so.
Sotto voce. Write that down.
Sotto voce.
Sopranos and altos in thirds. Altos on C, sopranos above.
I'm glad that we've got the audio cues, because without that, it wouldn't convey to the audience very well.
Just violins, arpeggios. Descending scale in eighth notes, and then back to the ostinato again, and that's it.
That's very manic.
Do you have it?
Go too fast. One moment, please.
The whole thing, from the beginning.
And... go. Oh! That was good. Good editing, good filmmaking, just boom. Impactful. So the carriage, is that his wife coming back, or is that... And every boom we're going to have, is it going to cut back to her? Yeah, oh, with the manicness as being her coming back. I don't think they should have gone back to him, but I understand why she wants to. She just doesn't feel right where she was. And I think he's about to die. Like he's going to finish it and that'll be his last breath. It's daylight now. Oh my god, he does look like absolute death.
Do you want to rest a bit?
No, I'm not tired at all.
Yeah, but you are.
Stop for a moment.
I can keep going, I assure you.
You stay with me while I sleep a little.
I'm not leaving you.
I'm so ashamed.
Why?
I thought you did not care for my work, or me.
Well,
Forgive me.
the forgiving before death as well. I mean, what are they going to think? That he was just there with him at his bedside whilst he dies? He didn't realise that she would be back.
What are you doing here?
Your husband took sick. I brought him home.
Helping to look after him.
Why you?
Because, madame, I was at hand.
Just realised she literally cleaned that place
Thank you
out.
very much. You can go now.
With the wardrobe at the back there through the doorway, pictures behind him there and everything on the sideboards.
No, I don't want you here. Just go, please.
He asked me to stay.
And I'm asking.
He is alive still, thank God, I just hope that he doesn't die now that she's by his side.
I missed you so much. Show me that you need me.
She's noticing that he's writing the Requiem.
What is this? No, Wolfie, not this. This is not his handwriting.
Yeah, because he was doing it.
Oh, it's mine.
Well, he's not to work on this. It's making him ill.
He can easily smash the glass on that thing.
I regret we have no servants to show you out. Please respect my wish and go.
Leave.
I will respect his.
Well, not hers.
Wolfie?
God, he's so...
Wolfie?
Oh no, he's not dead, is he? Oh my God, he's dead.
Wolfie?
Oh my God, the son looked at him as well. Oh God, oh God, oh God.
Wolfie!
The look on his face. That bit was like a shock moment. He kind of thought maybe, but just the bam straight back to his face being like that. His whole film has played out like a massive operatic, with the ups and the downs and the heartbreak, loss, everything. These are really lovely shots of these guys. Oh, even the little boy's crying. Even her. She realised that she was partially some of the reason for him dying. Oh God, it's open on both ends as well. So they just slide him into it. Oh, I know that's how they did things, but surely that's so demeaning. Oh God, it's a mass burial grave. Just because of space, they do that. Oh, that's it. They do that until the hole's full up and then they cover it over. Evil. He's bloody laughing at the end of it.
You're merciful, God. He destroyed his own beloved rather than let a mediocrity
He's blaming that God is the one that killed Mozart.
share in the smallest part of his glory. He killed Mozart and kept me alive to torture.
Becoming a bitter fool.
32 years of slowly watching myself become extinct. My music growing fainter till no one plays it at all.
Good morning, Professor. I have your favorite breakfast for you. Fresh sugar rolls.
Oh, lovely, happy things that he can now enjoy.
I will speak for you, Father. I am their champion. I am their patron saint.
Patron saint? He shouldn't be.
Mediocrities everywhere. I absolve you.
The asylum.
I absolve you.
I think that's what this place is.
I absolve you.
Yeah, he's just mad. Wait, you can hear the lark. What is that? It's like he now lives within him, within his mind. God, that was fantastic. Every moment of that was like some kind of fine art. There was just a brilliance in every little thing that was done, whether it was a piece of storytelling, a piece of cinematography. I know when I first went into it, I looked at the runtime because the original time of the film was 2 hours 40. This film, I think, is 3 hours and 6 minutes, I believe, which is the director's cut. And I don't know what was cut out in the other version of it, but every second of that was absolutely worth it. I thought that they would be either feeling like it's overrun, or that there's just too much in there to take in, or that it'd just be real lengthy stuff that just didn't need to be included. No, every single second was used to its utmost potential. The payoff of seeing you really like this first character and despising Mozart throughout most of the first half, and then these little things would just jab at you that Salieri would do, that you would go, wait, he's kind of the bad guy of the film, and Mozart is this good guy that has just been perceived as bad at first because we're seeing it from the more evil person's point of view. In all fairness, yes, okay, he drank and he wasn't very nice to the wife and all this stuff. Deep down, he was a very kind person with a lot of flaws. So in some ways, yes, they both were fairly bad people, but the more likable one, I think, was Mozart for the most part. But yeah, I do think that he was the more likable out of the two for most of the film, or at least the latter half of the film. The fact that the guy got him to write pretty much it was the Requiem, the funeral piece, is so awful. Absolutely awful. The second he started saying about it, I was thinking, well, yeah, he's just trying to kill him off. One of the massive plus points for this film is the operatic stuff. I absolutely adore it. It just looks wonderful and it sounds amazing as well. The music, not just in the operatics but in the film itself, are just gorgeous. That last scene, or I shouldn't say the last scene, the last scene where we see them writing together, that was amazing. Hearing it kind of, not so much a call and answer where you hear one thing and then you hear it play again, but it's both together at the same time. You hear what he is imagining the orchestra is going to sound like. The reason I love that scene especially is because the editing, or the filmmaking in general, was so well manipulated on screen. We hear the music and then on the bam, it was cutting to the other stuff. What did you guys think of this? Because it's about you guys as well as my thoughts. I wasn't sure if the time is going to be a letdown with it, and don't get me wrong, I love film and I love longer films, but at the same time, was that going to detract from the story itself? But no, if anything, it really helped to bring the story to life more, because spending more time with them both, I think, obviously I have not seen the shorter version, but spending time with them both more, you got to see how completely opposites they are to each other, how much less of an evil person Mozart was in comparison to Salieri. I massively appreciate you guys both recommending this to me and so many people choosing it on the poll. Did you like the film when it first came out? Did you like it on rewatches? Is it too long a film for you? Did you find it needed just the shorter runtime? Stunning music, stunning performances from every actor that's in there. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this. I think what we're going to do now is we're going to get into the trivia. So the film ironically helped to spark a revival of Salieri's music, which is so interesting that people almost forgot. Like, he was falling into obscurity, the music, and somehow this film helped to kind of bring that back out again. Apparently when shooting the scene in which Salieri is writing down the death mass under Mozart's dictation, Tom Hulce was deliberately skipping lines to confuse F. Murray Abraham in order to achieve the impression that Salieri wasn't able to fully understand the music being dictated. Skipping the lines makes much more sense. Okay, this is really interesting. Milos Forman insisted that his lead actors retain their American accents so that they could concentrate on their characters and performances instead. See, that kind of makes sense to me, to focus on the other aspects of everything, but it threw me off a little bit in the film because people were from different places and I wasn't entirely sure where they were supposed to be from. It was kind of like when I watched one of the classic Who episodes where people were meant to be from France, but they didn't speak with a French accent. They still sounded like they normally would. And the same goes here. When I was watching the film, they were saying that people were coming from different places and they all sounded the same. Oh wow, the performance of Don Giovanni in the movie was filmed on the same stage where the opera first appeared. That's incredible. Several professors of music stated that after studying all the music keys struck on pianos throughout the film, that not one key is struck incorrectly when compared to what is heard at the exact same moment. In other words, you can see exactly what you hear. That's incredible. Did they perform it live? Or did they then get someone who could play piano, etc. to play it in the film? Presumably they would have just used the take that they got on camera. So Tom Hulce only knew how to play the guitar before shooting. Milos Forman said that they could cheat it, but it would be good if he learned how to play the piano. Okay, there you go. So he didn't know how to play the piano, and yet he played all of the keys correctly. What the heck? Hulce spent 6 hours a day for 6 months learning how to play the piano, and every Mozart symphony that was in the film. Oh my god. So he became not an expert, but he became so incredibly good at, especially with Mozart's music, that he could play it note for note in the film. That's insane.
The keyboards that I played on in front of the camera were all silent. All of the music was recorded before we started, so the sequence was either done with the music being played out loud in the room or in my ear if there was dialogue that had to go on. In the scene where Mozart first meets the emperor and Salieri has written this march, it was such a surreal experience because the scene was staged so the actors were behind me The keyboard is here. Because there's dialogue, the only music is being played in a tiny little transistor in my ear. The keyboard is silent. I'm looking away so that if, when you lose your bearings, you can't find it because you can't hear anything. So it truly was a kind of schizophrenic situation.
When we met, the only instrument he ever played was guitar. He never played piano. But he was spending like 3-4 hours a day for several months practicing just the pieces which he had to play.
Please tell me that Tom Hulce got an Academy Award, an Oscar or something for this film, at least for his participation in it, at least nominated for the work that he put into for the role. Because that's not just acting. It's not just taking the ability he's already got to another level. That's learning an entire instrument to play a role. Did he get an Oscar? Amadeus won 8 Academy Awards. Apparently, Academy Award nominations were for picture, lead actor for F. Murray Abraham, lead actor Tom Hulce, art direction, cinematography, costume design, direction, editing, makeup, sound, and writing. And the ones that won were picture, lead actor of F. Murray Abraham, art direction, costume design, direction, makeup, and writing. F. Murray Abraham beat Tom Hulce to the honour that would become Best Actor. Tom Hulce said he based Mozart's distinctive, obnoxious laugh on a very famous director he worked with, who laughed in an identical manner. Who would that have been then? In one scene, Mozart references to Christoph Willibald Gluck as boring and says, "I don't like George Friedrich Handel." However, Gluck and Handel were 2 of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's favourite composers. Oh, and that really is Tom Hulce playing the piano on his back in that one scene. Remember where he's in his other party or something, and he turns around and he's sort of operating it from the back, from behind. How on earth? So not only did he learn it from scratch, but he also learned to play the piano like on his back from doing this. By the way, if you can hear a plane outside, I'm very sorry.
One eternity later.
And F. Murray Abraham learned to read and conduct music for his role. These guys have done an insane job learning for this role. Learning how to read music is one thing, but learning how to then conduct on top of that, that's a whole different ball game. I know people that do conduct music, and it can be really difficult to do. So to do it and do it believably and read the music along with it is mind-boggling. I know it's kind of their job to learn certain things for their job and the roles, but learning music, learning how to do a completely different job is crazy to me. When Mozart upstages Salieri by modifying the march that Salieri wrote for the Emperor, the modified piece is actually Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's own Non più Andrei Farfallon Amoroso. I'm so sorry I've said that wrong. From The Marriage of Figaro. Prague, Milos Forman's native city, was ideal as a stand-in for Vienna, as modern television antennas, plastic and asphalt, had rarely been introduced under communist rule. Oh, that's so interesting. I didn't know that. I did wonder how they got it, because I think I made reference to it, or at least I was thinking it, how they got it to look so realistic. And I was wondering if maybe there was some kind of additional work done on the film to remove things like that. But I don't think they did that kind of thing back then. They just shot very well at certain angles to hide certain things, or would remove things before filming. Since the movie wasn't financed by a major studio, Orion Pictures promoted the film with a music video featuring David Lee Roth and cuts of Bruce Springsteen, Van Halen, Kiss, Michael Jackson, David Bowie, and Madonna dancing along to Mozart's Symphony No. 25 in G minor. What an interesting way to promote the film. It's so strange, but I quite enjoy that they used Mozart's real music to promote the film. Oh my god, F. Murray Abraham was in the makeup chair for an average of 4.5 hours every single day that he played older Salieri. That's pretty much as long as it has taken me to do this video. I honestly don't see how they have the patience, the time, and the money to be able to throw at it to put people into makeup for 4.5 hours a day.
Dick Smith is the best makeup man in the world, and when we would start working in the morning, it was 4 o'clock. I would get up, I'd get to the studio by 4:30. We'd work on the makeup for 4.5 hours. As much preparation as I had made for the old man, the voice, the gestures, and so on,
The fact is that after sitting for 4.5 hours at that hour in the morning, you are kind of tired and slow, and your movements are kind of like this. This kind of thing starts to happen. And I also had lenses in my eyes, which every once in a while had to be removed, and my eyes had to be sprayed with stuff so that the pain, which was always there when I was working, would not be too much. Once I looked into a mirror at my face, I felt like it was completely convincing. All I had to do was believe this guy, and it was not hard. I'm not denigrating my work. I'm a very proud actor.
Apparently only 4 sets needed to be built for the film. Salieri's hospital room, Mozart's apartment, a staircase, and the vaudeville theatre. All other locations were found locally.
We were going to film in practically the only wooden opera house left in Central Europe, and also most perfectly preserved. It had undergone many alterations, but they were of a minor nature, and architecturally the place was intact.
We were there, with Peter Shaffer and Saul, when suddenly I realized, well, Peter Shaffer disappeared. Where is Peter Shaffer? We found him in the corridor, hidden, crying. Because he learned that he is standing exactly at the place where Mozart himself in person conducted the world premiere of Don Giovanni.
I tell you, we felt awed the first time we stepped on that stage and realized that our hero had been in that very spot.
I think this fact, gave a lot of humility and respect for that place to every actor and every dancer and everybody there.
There's something that happens when you do that, I promise you, when you do it in the place, in the atmosphere. I'm not crazy about, spiritual, ghosts and things. But I don't deny them.
Again, thanks to the neglect, during the communist era, it was a powder keg.
It was in danger of burning down at any moment. And it still had gas lines in it. They lit it with gas. They had, they used to have limelight in it. It really hadn't been modernized.
Now we are going there to light, millions of candles.
Imagine the trust of the opera house allowing us to be there.
We had every day 30 or 40 firemen. At certain moment, Don Giovanni moves to the table, does this, and he has a hat with huge plumage. We didn't realize that there on the table is a small candelabra, which now is lit. Okay, camera, roll it, playback, we are shooting. And suddenly we see that this feather caught fire. And the fire is going up and up and up. But he is in the ecstasy of performing. He doesn't even notice, And everybody is staring and nobody... And we have 40, 50 firemen around there. One fireman dared to lean from the wings and said, "Would you please stop the cameras? Your actor is on fire."
Oh no, when the movie won Best Picture at the 57th Annual Academy Awards from 1985, Sir Laurence Olivier was presenting the award. He went up to the podium, opened the envelope and said, "Amadeus." The problem was, he forgot to read the nominees first. An Ampus official quickly went on stage to confirm the winner and signal that all was well.
I hope I won't let the occasion down too badly. I'm here to present the Best Picture Award, and the winner for this is Amadeus.
Olivier had been ill for many years. Oh, bless him. And it was because of mild dementia that he forgot to read the nominees. Oh, that's not his fault. Yeah, I'm sure they all understood that. Zenz then thanked Olivier, saying it was an honour to receive an award from him. Oh, that's so sweet. Before mentioning the other nominees in his acceptance speech. That is the best way to go. Just casually mention it in your acceptance speech.
There are 5 pictures nominated this year. All had a curious relationship in the fact that the filmmakers who made them had to fight and overcame many obstacles to make their films.
Oh, there are some things in this that actually did happen in real life. Several real, or at least apocryphal, events were from Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's real life, and they were incorporated into the screenplay, including the interlude between the child Mozart and Marie Antoinette, and the Emperor's comments that abduction from the Seraglio had too many notes. Several paintings in this film are based on real portraits of Amadeus Mozart and his father, Leopold Mozart. When Leopold is reading the letter about Wolfgang and Constance's marriage, the portrait behind him is of a young Wolfgang. I didn't realise that was actually the real portrait. Created circa 1768 by Thaddeus Helbling. The original painting is in the care of the Mozarteum Foundation in Salzburg. The painting of Leopold, seen in the film, while made to look like Roy de Treese, is based on and has a very close resemblance to a real portrait of Leopold. This original too is in the care of the Mozarteum. They don't make these names easy to say, by the way. Oh, the entire film was shot with natural light. That's so interesting from a filmmaker's perspective. I thought that there would have been, it looks very, very natural, but I feel like there would have been at least maybe some studio lights that were used. That means they could swing the camera around quite a bit and not grab studio lights in the corner of shot or whatever. Yeah, in order to get proper diffusion of light for some scenes, the cinematographers covered windows from the outside with tracing paper. Neville Marriner had less than an hour to commit to the project, as he was in between connecting flights at New York when he met with Milos Forman and Saul Zaentz. Marriner agreed to do it on the proviso that not one note of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's music be changed, which it shouldn't be. If it's about actual Mozart, keep his music as it is. It means they would have to get the rights to it, I believe. Maybe it's copyright free, I'm not entirely sure, but at least they might have had to pay some royalties or something. Yeah, don't change his music. Oh, apparently the scene with Elizabeth Berridge eating the candies, she didn't realise that she could spit them out between takes, and so she ate 15 whole pieces of this over the time period. And they were lumps of marzipan that they used for filming. She later said that she thought that they were disgusting, and she eventually made herself sick because of it.
The first scene that I shot was the Nipples of Venus scene, where I come to see Salieri, and marzipan is foul. It's just an awful. And I remember getting ill, and Milos was like, it's her job. But wasn't exactly having to work in a coal mine, but eating a million marzipan balls can... Maybe I didn't know I didn't have to eat the whole thing. No, that was another thing that 20 years old, I didn't know, you can spit it out.
Oh, Amadeus's name means God's beloved. And also this is a central theme of the film, as Salieri believes Mozart's composition of music is so perfect that the only explanation is that Mozart is merely a vessel for God who is truly composing the music, or that God bestowed this ultimate talent upon Mozart. Fascinating the way that they've kind of linked things together. To prepare for some aspects of the title role, Tom Hulce studied footage of John McEnroe's on-court tennis tantrums.
Cannot be serious! That ball was on the line! Chalk flew up! Everyone knows it's in this whole stadium, and you call it out? Explain that to me, will you? We're not going to have a point taken away because this guy's an incompetent fool. You know that?
When you watched the film for the very first time yourselves, did you watch the original or did you watch the director's cut? And if so, when was your first viewing and what were your thoughts on the film upon your first viewing? And even what were your thoughts before you watched it? Did it meet your expectations? Did it completely fail your expectations? Was it not something that you thought you would have enjoyed and you really did? Anyway, let me know. This is one of the few Academy Award Best Picture winners never to crack the box office top 5. Also, going back to the reference of his laugh being taken, I believe he said, from a director he previously worked with or something, it has also been claimed that the concept for Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's bizarre laugh was taken from references in letters written about him by two women who met him, as in who met Mozart, and they describe him as laughing with an infectious giddy which sounds like metal scraping glass. But no citations have ever been provided for these letters. There's no indication to who wrote them, whom they were writing to, and when they wrote them. Also, Robert L. Marshall, writing in Film as Musicology, Amadeus, the Musical Quarterly, a little bit more of a title there, but says that there is absolutely no historical evidence for this idiosyncrasy. We simply have no contemporary testimony at all as to how Mozart sounded when he laughed. Marshall then goes on to explain that the laugh is a dramatic device, representing the mocking laughter of the gods, as Salieri states in the script. Oh, sets and costumes for the operatic productions were based on sketches of the original costumes and sets that were used when the operas premiered. By the way, I'm not going to be going through all of the trivia, just so you know. They've got quite a bit more that I want to read to you, but there is so much trivia out there for this film that I couldn't possibly read every single one of them, so please go and check them out for yourself. But I will be going through quite a bit more. I just thought I'd let you know that there is a lot more out there. Apparently, according to Milos Forman's autobiography, one studio offered to fund the film on the condition that Forman cast Walter Matthau, a reported Mozart enthusiast, for the role of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Forman refused the offer, considering Matthau to be too old for the role, since he was more than 60 and Mozart only lived to be 35. So, as you well know from what we just watched, Salieri in the movie eats and admires a lot of pastries or other sweet food. And according to the DVD commentary with Milos Forman and Sir Peter Schaffer, this is historically accurate, as the real Salieri was mentioned by his contemporaries to have a sweet tooth. Again, the more you know.
Okay, now cue the music and that star thing.
I love all this information, as I always do with doing this film trivia stuff. Oh, in the movie, Salieri is played as celibate, having chosen celibacy as a way to thank God for the gifts. However, in real life, he was a married man when he first met Mozart, although he later both lost his wife and his only son. Why did they not portray it as that in the film? It feels like a bit of an odd mix to have for the film. Maybe they were doing it that way so he came across as a bit of a bachelor, maybe? Although maybe because of the woman that was with Mozart, to almost separate the two characters into, well, this is how one man is, this is how another man is, completely different. Apparently, Milos Forman wanted Amy Irving to repeat her Broadway role of Mozart's wife, but to his disappointment, she passed, unable to cope with 6 months in Prague. Amazing to think that it was the location that swayed her mind to say no. It genuinely looked like quite a nice place, but I could see that it's a very acquired taste. What? No, I didn't know this. Tim Curry and Mark Hamill both auditioned for the role of Mozart and played Mozart on Broadway. See, this is really interesting. To do with the laugh, the obnoxious laugh that Tom Hulce has in the film. Apparently Milos Forman asked him to come up with something that was sounding extreme, or apparently that is why he did what he did. He said, "I've never been able to make that sound except in front of a camera." And then Hulce went on to say, when we did the looping, which if you didn't know, and I had to double check this for myself, looping, it's basically sound replacement of a film, a bit like ADR. It pretty much is ADR, but I believe looping is the way that they produce it onto film. It's a process used throughout sound design to produce synchronized dialogue replacement for a variety of purposes in post-production. It's so that what they hear matches up perfectly with the dialogue that is recorded visibly on screen. The actor listens to the track over and over again while the scene is playing over and over. The actor then rehearses the lines so that it matches word for word with the lip movements as well. So I think I've done that with previous film stuff that I've done, but I always regarded it as ADRing, not looping. But yeah, he says, when we did the looping 9 months later, I couldn't find the laugh. I had to raid the producer's private bar and have a shot of whiskey to jar myself into it. So apparently Milos Forman and Sir Peter Schaffer spent 4 months adapting the very stylized play into a workable script. They added characters such as the priest, maid, archbishop and mother-in-law. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's character was enlarged beyond Antonio Salieri's perceptions, and Salieri's monologues were reworked visually. Wow. The soundtrack made number 56 in the Billboard album charts, making it one of the most successful classical music albums ever. Oh, Tom Hulce and F. Murray Abraham had a deliberately distant working relationships during the making of the film, much as their characters do. I wonder if that was a bit of character acting, like, oh, well, if our characters aren't great friends and are just kind of in passing, then maybe as our characters aren't great friends or anything, maybe we should be like that during the filming so that it becomes a natural way to talk to each other. Oh, you know about the piano, by the way? The forte piano, as it's known, is the one that they use in the film. So the forte piano had black keys, where the modern piano fully names the pianoforte has white keys, and then white keys where the modern instrument has black, so it's kind of switched around, basically a negative of the keyboard that we have today. That's just an abbreviation of what the actual bit of trivia is to do with that, but it's a fairly lengthy piece of trivia that kind of goes into detail about the different things with the piano. The only reason I'm saying that part only is because I think I make reference to that piano being different in look to how our pianos do today. There's a miscue included in the film. During the start of the concertatus section dictation, a miscue from John Strauss, who was cueing the music phrase for both actors via AM wave hearing aids, got Tom Hulce lost and confused because he was waiting for the exact pitch and phrase coming in. The miscue was included in the final film when F. Murray Abraham repeats the phrase A minor. Hulce was not responding for a while as he was actually waiting for the cue.
A minor. Start with the voices.
That's fascinating. I didn't even think that that would have been a thing that they would have got confused about, because he already looks lost and confused as it was. There is actually a way to work out who they are by their accents in this film. I didn't think there was, but apparently there is. So American accents are native German speakers. The non-American accents are foreigners, even if the accent doesn't match the actual language. This is so confusing, but apparently this is it. This is why Simon Callow, who is British, plays Shikanida, I want to say that's the name, with an American accent, while Charles Kay speaks in his normal English accent to play Count Orsini Rosenberg, considered in this piece to be Italian, although historically an Austrian. F. Murray Abraham, an American actor, affects a slight Italian accent for Salieri. I'm not going to lie, that is highly confusing. I think we'll stick to what we said earlier about them just sticking with their normal accents. I don't mind whatever. Yeah, there's a lot to take in there. I like however they spoke in the film. Also, a little fun fact about the Tom Hulce laugh. Whether this is true or not, I don't know, but it's funny if it is true. Tom Hulce allegedly perfected his irritating Mozart laugh by testing it on unsuspecting store clerks, studio executives, and restaurant servers, fine-tuning it until he got the desired reaction of startled annoyance. The amount of effort and work that was put into him just perfecting the laugh by going round for however long it would have been, months, getting it to sound correctly to give off the startled annoyance. However, then he'd need to replicate that every single time. Oh, originally a very young Kenneth Branagh was cast as Mozart. Milos Forman changed his mind and decided to go with American actors for the principal roles. Apparently, during filming in 1983, Czechoslovakia was under communist rule. Well, we kind of read that about the communist thing earlier, but the production team was often followed around by the secret police, and Milos Forman and the cast spoke about their fears that a 4th of July prank, the unfurling of the American flag in the concert hall and the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by the large cast and crew would lead to their arrests for inciting rebellion.
It was an incredible scene. It was 4th of July. And of course, that's not a holiday there. So we were working and we were shooting an opera scene. The camera was behind the stage, over the singers and dancers, seeing the whole theater full of audience, so we had like 500 extras there. And so I said, roll it, playback, and suddenly, instead of Mozart's music, American national anthem starts to play.
And out of the flies came this huge American flag and unfurled on the stage. And 600 Czechs stood up and sang the national anthem of the United States and knew the words.
I get goose pimples when I think about it. All the extras stood up and either sang or hummed the Star-Spangled Banner with us.
All stood up except 30 men and women standing, panic on their face, looking at each other what they should do. That were the secret police, dispersed among the extras,
And I was sitting there thinking, good God, the army's going to come and we're all going to go to jail. Because this is an act of rebellion.
Many suspected that their hotel rooms had been bugged during the 6 months they spent filming.
Followed everywhere. Hotel rooms bugged.
This one guy, Frank, he said, these guys have got this room bugged. I said, who cares? Let them listen. He says, no, man, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to let them listen to me. I'm going to knock that. I think, oh, what are you going to make a problem? No, listen, I'm going to show you. So he starts climbing around the sconces. No. Looks at it's the chandelier. He looks at he gets up on a chair. He's climbing around. No, it's not here. And I said, let it go. Let's go to dinner. No, I want to find it. He said, he rolls the rug back and he finds a plate about this big with 2 screws in it. He said, I told you, man. It's right here. He gets a butter knife. We had little kitchenettes, right? He gets a butter knife. He takes it out, takes the final screw out, and as he takes the last screw out, there's this tremendous crash, and the chandelier beneath us crashes down in the apartment below us. We went to dinner in it like a shot.
Forman, who was considered a traitor for becoming an American citizen and not returning to the Soviet-controlled area, had previously had one of his movies banned in the country. In order to shoot in Red territory, Forman had to make certain concessions. Milos had to sign an agreement that he would go to his hotel every night for the year that he was there, and that his driver would be his best friend from the old days. And everybody knew what would happen to his best friend if something untoward politically happened around Milos, because Milos was a sort of local hero and he was dangerous to the authorities. That's scary to have happen on a set, incredibly scary to have happen on a set. I mean, well done for creating the entire film and being able to put that together despite all of that stuff going on that you never realised were going on behind the scenes. Unsurprisingly, no major studio was interested in financing a 3-hour biopic about a classical music composer. The film was financed by its producer, Saul Zentz. Yes, as I heard about this, Meg Tilly originally was cast as Stans, but tore a leg ligament in a street soccer game the day before she was ready to film her first scene. Elizabeth Berridge, Rebecca De Mornay, and Diane Franklin screen tested as replacements, with Berridge and Franklin as the final 2 choices being flown to Prague for a week of screen testing on set before Berridge got the role. Milos Forman would later succeed in casting her in a costume drama, Valmont, from 1989, alongside Amadeus actors Jeffrey Jones and Vincent Schiavelli.
I think we auditioned over 1,000 people for all the parts.
I think the number we had at one time was 1263, and we weren't finished. I know someone ran a tally about we were not finished. I'm sure we passed close to 1,400.
Initially, Meg Tilly was playing Constanza in the film, and she was amazing. Basically, at one point, Milos had said he felt like we had done it, because the work was going so well up to that point. And the day before Meg was to appear on camera for the first time, she got hurt in a soccer game.
She's playing soccer with some kids in the street, and she torn the ligament in her leg so badly that the doctors told us that we would have to wait like 5 weeks before she could start, and that we couldn't, because it was all independent money which Saul put together, and we just couldn't afford it.
So in a very short amount of time, they had to find the actress who would take over the part.
Do you have anybody you can recommend for the part? And he said Elizabeth Berridge, and she said, oh no, she's too weird and introverted and she's too quirky for this outgoing, bubbly girl, which I was.
I saw like 60 girls. Sunday, I read like 12 of them. Out of these 12, 2 where I couldn't decide in between them, so Saul decided, let's bring them to Prague and let's do a screen test with them in Prague.
It felt like calamitous to me. It felt like it had gone so badly, and I remember saying to my father, if I can't even speak, how am I going to get a part acting ever? Because speaking is required in that line of work. And then I got a call saying, you're flying to Czechoslovakia for the screen test, and there's you and another contender. So I had no passport, and this was, I think, the next day. And they had us all, they did the hair and the makeup, and meanwhile they're filming the movie, and it's all like you really want to not start to feel like you're part of the thing, and because in my case, I knew I was getting back on a plane the next day, and apparently they couldn't decide that first day, so they said, well, there's going to be another test tomorrow. So we came back, And this went on for a week. The other woman and I hung out every night and would have dinner, and I was always a nervous wreck, and she would say, no, I'm sure you look lovely, and that wig they had you in was a girl, I'm sure you did great. And I was preparing to okay, how do I say thank you for having me and for considering me and for this nice trip? And Milos said, essentially, you both have the part, it's impossible to decide between you, so I had to go with the fact that one of you is simply too pretty to play Constanza. So Elizabeth, you have the part. And I was like, thanks. Well, I have the part. That's good.
As much as I love McTilly, I think as a personality, Elizabeth Berridge was more right, because Constanza was a landlady's daughter. She was a street kid.
Oh, so Peter Schaffer shares his name with the original set designer for the premiere of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart's opera Die Zauberflöte, which I know I have mispronounced. It stands for The Magic Flute. That's so interesting that he shares the same name. What if it was a relative of his, maybe? Because Schaffer is such a unique name, as far as I know anyway. Well, that was it, guys. That was all of the trivia that I'm going to give you today for Amadeus. I know it wasn't all of the trivia available. I tried to pick a great selection of it from across the board of trivia that I could find. All of some of the most interesting pieces of trivia in there. I'm sure there's a lot more that I have missed out that I didn't get to. I hope you have enjoyed what I have included alongside some of the other snippets that I've been able to include, like clips that I've found, etc. If you got to this very stage of the video, then thank you so much for watching. You've been amazing and I very much appreciate it. And as I say with all of my film reactions, or at least most of them, 99% of them, I like to give you guys a little secret phrase to let me know in the comments if you have seen this video all the way to the very end. And that phrase for this video that you can pop along with your own comment, or just feel free to pop that down there as just the comment if you would like to. And that phrase is, everything you've heard is true, which is part of the tagline of this film itself. But don't forget, if you do like this kind of video, then consider clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel as well, because I watch other films. I watch new and old films. I also watch shows as well, both new and old. This one is a bit of a mammoth to put together, and I know it's going to take me a long time to edit this all as it is, because it is a 3-hour film, and then I've got all of the time doing the trivia itself. And so far, doing this trivia, I've been recording for 2 hours. Yeah, a long time, trying to rifle through different trivia pieces and making sure that pieces are correct, or making sure that that's kind of what I want to include in the video and not include. But yeah, I hope you really enjoyed this anyway. Don't forget, if you do want to check out the full uncut reaction to this, you can see it over on the Patreon page or as a YouTube member as well. Something I really wanted to add to the end was something that I found out during the editing process itself. So whilst doing the trivia and trying to find the Amadeus behind the scenes photos, I found a really lovely set of photos taken behind the scenes, and those were thanks to a man named Karl-Heinz Tuber. Now, Karl-Heinz actually played in the film itself, and he plays the wig salesman. Now, when I found these photos, I thought this was fantastic because I could reach out to him and I could get permission to use his photos, and maybe, just maybe, I could do a little interview with him and find out about his experience working on the film itself. However, after doing a little bit more research, I found out that recently, as of a few months ago, Karl-Heinz Tuber actually passed away. Now, fortunately, I was able to get in contact with a good friend and fellow actor of his, Lory-Michael Ringuette, who it actually turns out is not just an actor, but also a director and writer, and Karl-Heinz worked with him on a few of his films, not only acting in them, but also doing some of the production stills as well. So due to not having Karl's permissions, I would still like to respect Karl and his family by at least not showing the majority of the photos. I think the ones that I'm going to use from Amadeus itself is the photo of Tom Hulce and Elizabeth Berridge, because it is a very good photo of them. And another photo I'd love to show you is a photo of Karl himself. But anyway, thank you so much for being here. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye. If you're still here to the very end, then thank you so much, and also a huge thank you to my wonderful patrons: Roger C. Griffith, Douglas Collier, Terry V, Miggy Love, Chris Holmes, Jojo, Thomas Masters, Shoehorn1234, Res, Patrick Durr, Andrew Blount, Carlos, Marla Mize, Rob, Chandra Blair, Scott, Paul Zawicki, Randy, Kirsten, Juan Pablo Camero, JL, Maggie, Freya Alexandra, Milo, Miranda, Edna, Gina Aman, Tess Avaland, Olivia, Maria Stoicheva, Neno, Megan Janoviak, Rainy Tomo, Strawberry Tree, Kirsten Bailey, Boobly Boo, Louise Vanderhoven, Aubrey Terry, Wraithist, Heidi Steele, City D, Bumblebee, Joshua, Jesse, Rena Burrow, Meet, Lolita Verbakovskia, Eli, Holly Jeffries, Alenka Hafner, HM Garth, Chloe Grover, Neb, Kyle Baker, Abby Barker, Tom Tattershall, Kristen Olds, Tillycham, Laura Hutchison, Tara M. Wilcoxon, Sazzy Nation, Ferdinand Pitchard, Jim McKay, Sphere, Mel Days, Fran in the Pen, BG, Tara, Rags and Muffins, Nameless Human Being, Deb, Philippa Chapman, Emily, Panda, David Wayne Fox, Jessica Asakovich, Sue Pro, Naja and Workshop, Mike Tunnicliffe, Wolfgang Wolf, Lee, Harvey, Ankame, Aninya, Evan G, Violet Aurora, Pamela Chandler Rash, Scott Howard, Joshua, Robert Williams, Steve Webster, Amanda, Lipaz, Jamie Dodds, King, Happy Go Lucky, Caitlin, Analytical Guy, Maria Torres, Cliff Adams, Jonathan, Dirk, Annie Bonds, Crystal Appleby, Scorpius, Monica Murphy, Sebastian St-Ange, Varga, Leslie McKittrick, Nick Stark, Number 1 Carez, Jen, Biff McKeldin, Birgit, Stephanie Collins, Emily, Ken Duncan, Max, Helena Klitsch, Amy Quattlebaum, Ry Levi, Wayne DeFries, JJ, Mikhail Augustine Reed, Malcolm Hope, Lee Hallam, Bill Waite, Charlie Elkin, Mika Least, Jeffrey Welton, Aleidoscope, George, Ingrid, Stephanie Sexton, Jude, Bera, and Trabinio GD. If you'd like to see more videos, there's some more on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time.